My mascara got wiped off this eye because I was cutting up a pepper. Forgot what kind. It wasn't a jalapeno. I forget to look in the lens. I'm sorry. I'm looking at you. That's where I need to look. Not at myself. How can you expect me not to look at myself though? Like, what do you think this is? I am scared of jalapenos. I love them. I love spicy. But I don't like cutting them up because the residue will get on your little fingers. And if you touch your face will burn off. Anyways, I did that with, I should have washed my hands. I panicked though because my eye itched. I used this knuckle right here, okay? Maybe it was this one. And I went doo-doo-doo-doo, and I was like instant burn. All I did was touch the corner of my eye. I'm scared to even do it now. And this has happened before with that same pepper that caught me out. Why are we talking this long? Anyways, it's fine. But I'm at the office and I need to, the original restock is tomorrow, so I need to finish things up. Is this crooked? Who cares? I also have some flowers that I got. Let me show you. Aren't they the prettiest? Oh, they smell so good. Urban Stems. I've always seen them, but I got an ad and it was like slightly on sale. This has definitely started a new thing for me. I've never bought flowers for myself, and I'm gonna start doing that. Because also, hello, it's a prop. Hello, inspiration. Inspiration photo, right there. And then when the painting's done, it's a prop till they die. But I think I'll just keep them forever. I love the variety. There's just so many. I got another one too, but I gave that one to Mom. But I have this vase that I got. Yeah, let's just have a moment for her. And even more of a moment, look how well they match. Like, I can't even, the way they match truly makes me want to cry. I got this at a River City antique. Maybe they're just called antiques. I don't know. A local antique place that I love. And I saw it. And it is indeed cracked, and I did forget about that. I knew that buying it. I was like, well, I'll just put fake flowers in it. But then when I got this, I was like, no. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have this one that I stole from Mom for now. But we just decided, we're like, what if I put all the water in a Ziploc bag and then shove it in here? What do we think? How do we feel about that? I don't know. I feel like it's worth a shot. I don't know where to put these either. I just can't believe I've never had fresh flowers. Like, I have plants in here, but I'm like, why haven't I ever gotten flowers? Honestly, like, that's crazy. It's my whole brand. I'm just gonna set them over here for now. What if we, oh, but look, can you, wait, come over here. Look at how well it matches all this stuff. Look, look at it with the rug. Sorry, that was my, I can't help my reaction. Look at it with the rug. Look at it with the orange chair. Wait. Look at, oh, you can't. Whatever. I'm gonna try to put it over here. The star of the show. Okay. Next up, before it gets darker, because it is 4 o'clock, which is not gonna get dark for a while, but still, it. I need to take a picture of a few more canvases, I think. I don't know. Let me wander around. I got a jumbo scrunchie today. How do we feel about that? Jumbo scrunchie, anyone? I feel like it's silly, but it's fun. And I love how jumbo it is. You know what's so annoying about selling originals? Is you have to make them perfect. And sometimes there's imperfections that you simply can't fix now. Like yesterday, the white background, the pastels smudged from when I was working on them. Now you hold it by the sides and you don't smudge them yourself, okay? You got that? If you have any of my pastel stuff, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Sides. Back. But as I'm working, sometimes they get smudged and I'm like, well, what do I do now? And sometimes you can make that into like a leaf or something. But I didn't. And then I don't inspect them all the time as I'm doing them. And so, but once I've gotten better about that, because there were issues in the past where I don't think about details like that sometimes, and I've got to where I do now. Obviously, I've lived and I've learned. Oh, I fixed this one too. Okay, so now this one, anyway, so if it's not perfect or there's something weird about it, I just set it aside forever. Or I've started hanging them on my wall over here, because that one too up there. Also, a bunch of, these are all the pastel ones. I'm scared to pack those and ship those and seal them, because I spray seal them, but if it still doesn't work completely, because there are always chunkier parts of the painting that and that one in that corner, I sprayed too many times and it all smeared together. So I'm scarred from that experience. I didn't even realize that happened until it was sitting there, and I was like, oh, because I let it sit there forever because it was drying. Anyways, but I was like, fine, I'll sell this one. Let me just fix up some little white spots. No, you can see where I fixed it up, which I knew that would happen. So maybe she'll just go up there to die and sit forever. No, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Just calm down. But, yeah. That's why, like, canvases are so annoying, because they're just... I also made some new mock-ups for a bunch of new prints that I need to list. I need to think of names of those. It's not, like, super urgent right now, but I kind of just wanted to do it. But first I'm going to send some to the computer, because there are orders for them. Yeah, we've been through this. Okay. I am still thinking about the vase though, so I think I'm gonna go try and put them in a Ziploc bag, okay? I can't focus. Anyways, I was saying I was gonna do pet prints, but the iPad was dead, so it was charging, and then I was like, never mind, I don't want to do it anymore. Does anybody remember this era? I got this in for some random thing in the mail. This mustache sticker came with it, and I was like, I have to keep this. You guys, does that not transport you back to middle school, or whatever year I was in middle school, if you weren't in middle school then? I had a whole birthday party that was mustache themed. Get this, it was mustache and Justin Bieber themed. If that isn't the most 2014 birthday party ever, I just guessed. If I graduated in 2016, then maybe like 2013? I don't know, math. The time means nothing to me. It really is confusing. It's a confusing concept. I don't really know. I don't even know what date it is ever. I think ever since, I mean, like everybody else, ever since 2020, I've just been like, it's 2020. Oh, it's 2023? No, it's not. It's 2020. Time stopped in 2020. Whoop. Okay, we're putting that up. Let's go down here. Do you think I should Google how to put flowers in a broken vase? I could, but I won't. Oh my gosh, this was sitting on a shelf. I forgot I had these. I think these may be from Anthropologie, and I used to have them sitting on a cute little suitcase over here. But now that I have dogs, I can't have anything nice, so moving on. Ooh, there's the frame graveyard. Can you see? Oh, hello. Oh. I didn't know it could do that. That's nice. Could film some TikToks in high quality. That's crazy how that did that. Okay, moving on. Okay. But let's see how that matches though. I mean, it's like, theoretically it could work. I am picking out the colors that match, but it's simply not the same. This matches way better. I like these a lot though. I need to put them in. I panicked ordered another vase for this and the future flowers I get, because I'm planning to have them in every room. I should grow a garden. I just love the variety. Like I love, there's like so many, and I'm already inspired to look at a few of these and like, what even is that? That's so cute. And these things, I'm gonna set this aside. I wonder if I could use one of these. Do you think? You know what? Maybe. I don't know, I'm scared. Okay. Everybody, cross your toes. Woo! In there? Okay. Okay, things are looking promising. Question is, oh my god, it's falling. Okay, wait. I need more hands. I need more hands. I need help. Too bad you're trapped in my camera. Okay. 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 She's... Okay, wait, let me look at her. She's a beaut. They may need like a little more room, but I don't care. They don't get any. Okay. I think that worked. Let's travel back. Goodbye. They're beautiful. There they are. All right. Great job, team. Great job. Now we get to work. I said I was gonna take pictures of that other one, but I'm not. It appears I'm gonna do this. It's hot in here. Send help. These three. Here's one. Pride and Prejudice pages. I need one of those iPad stands I keep seeing people have. I said I could be like the cool kids. There's so much crap on my iPad. Oh no. Okay. Oh, get off. I'm going to save this one. I got an order for 14 items. Let's go see what they are. Ooh, stickers. And what else? Bookmark set. 5x7. And 11x14. Realistically, I would be watching TikTok while I was doing this. That's beautiful. Listen to his song. Does that have a filter on it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so now I need to send those to the computer, other computer. But see, these are all ones I need to make listings for. And even more difficultly, is that a word? Make names for. That is hard. Especially because I've been creating more anyways. I've been creating more. And so, but it's basically the same thing over and over. It's not, okay? It's not the same thing. My camera just cut me off. I was saying, all my art is not the same thing. But it is a little bit. I mean, it is a lot. But each one, it's different. It's all in the same category. It's all in the same, not the same vibe actually. We have different vibes. That's what I was even thinking, like with these. Cause listen, right next to each other, I did in the same breath. We have this one. Okay. We have this one, okay? Yeah, very cottagecore, very like muted tones, very old paper, okay? Look. And in the same breath, we have this guy. All right? Shiny. Absolutely everything bedazzled you could imagine. Everything is shiny and insane. So, and then even with that one, so we have that one. We have another shiny one, but it's pastel. Totally different vibe. Same thing, totally different. All right, moving on. You know that, I don't need to tell you that. That's why when people are like, do you ever get tired drawing the same exact thing over and over? I'm like, yeah. And then I stop, take a break, add something new in. But ultimately no, because I know what I'm doing and I'm comfortable here, and if I'm doing it, it means I like it. If I didn't like doing it, I wouldn't do it. Oh, okay. I mean, sometimes I do things because I'm like, that'll be a good video. Oh, don't look at my... Sometimes I look at things and I'm like, that'll be a good video, so I'm gonna do it. Sometimes I don't want to paint it, but I'm like, give the people what they want. Honestly, would you like to see an example of a time where I did that and then the people didn't want it? I'll show you. I need to sell this. I just don't know what I would price it because I went through the worst of the worst to do this. But this was the time of the gnomes, and my Festive Forest painting, which is a Christmas painting, it's like this with Christmas trees, is one of my most popular prints ever, and videos. Like, I've reposted that video every year for like 4 years and it gets like millions of views every time. There's just something magical in it, because I don't know. So I was like, okay, let me do a spring version of that. Forgot what I called this. Garden forest? No, probably not. Something, I don't know. And so I was like, I did the garden gnomes. He has a little snail on his head, and I did like the willow trees because I did willow trees and other stuff. And yeah, the video didn't do great, and it is forgotten forever, and that's all right. I still have the painting because I didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't know how to price it, and then at the time I was like, no one cares anyway, so I'm just gonna sit it up here to die. So sometimes, like, I did not want to paint that. Like, I did not want to. And even during it, I was like, I hate this. I'm hating life right now. And so, oh, I didn't mean to say that. So, but from that also, I've learned, I'm like, okay, if you really hate something that much, obviously the vibes come through in the painting and in the video, because nobody really cared. And a lot of times it's my excitement about the painting, I think, that captures other people's attention too about the video, because I usually start it with like, oh my gosh, you guys. Alright, we're just gonna sit those there, and then they can organize that, and I'm leaving that area. We're going over here. Let's travel back in time. Woo! What do we need to do now, though, actually? As I make the listings for the originals, we're shifting into the restock tomorrow. I should fix my ponytail because look at it. Look at it. And then, oh, I need to put these over there. Oh, I said I was gonna do pet prints. Ugh, I don't want to. Well, I don't need sunlight to do pet prints, so I can do those after. I want to price check all the originals, go through each listing, make sure everything's good. Second guess myself, my worth in my life with every single one. No, just kidding. Sometimes I'm better about it, sometimes I'm not though. And I didn't mean to send these over here. I like to do that over here, but I might do it on my phone, and then also I kind of just want to show you all of them. They're already kind of packed, but we could go through each one of them. You want to? Okay, let's go. What a cute little framed setup. That's why I wanted to do this whole back wall. There's still parts of it that I'm like, what is that guy doing out there? I don't know. I don't know. Just felt like something needed to go there. And then there's stuff up here I'm like, I could rework that better, but anyways, I'm just glad I have something up here because that's what I wanted. And then this the star of my whole freaking career over here, I can't get rid of, but also doesn't really match my vibe right now. Everything is like bright and rainbow, colorful. And especially with this rug. It's this rug's fault. Cause I also Because there's like two sides. Well, I'll show you, okay? Let's continue this conversation in a second. Hold on. Okay, I have the first. Oh! I have the first 44. Okay, let's move this guy out of the way. Get out! But also, here's an example of a floating frame. A book page in a floating frame. Wow, that's adorable. Oh wow, it can sit on a table? That's crazy. Got this off of Amazon. And I kept this one because there's writing on the back of it and I didn't realize. Why do you gotta ruin that for me? Random stranger who had this book before me. What are my bangs doing? Where? Well, okay, I'm gonna be checking on my phone, going through each listing. And there's the Air. Hey Air, how are you? I'll just yell louder so everyone can hear. Okay, number 1 is this gal. Okay, can you see her? She's oil pastels. She's strawberry. She's fun. Love. Like, I can't second guess myself or I will be here all day. So usually I just stick with what I originally went with. But sometimes I'm like, let me think. Let me think, everybody, let me think. Okay, moving on. Number 2. I try to group them around the same types of things, but sometimes I do more of said thing later, and so then I have to add it later because I already added other things. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You get it. It's okay. And this is the size that I showed you. It's the same size as the one in the frame. Number 3. Love that pop of yellow. Look at all the strawberries. There's so many. That's the other thing. I'm like, the added things, if it's just flowers, then I have a set price in my head for each type of thing. But if I have extra things in there that take me more time, like strawberries, then that bumps them up. But then I'm like, okay, this one has more strawberries than this guy does. Sometimes I base them off whether I like them or not. If I'm like not vibing with this one now that I'm looking at it, I'll set it for less. Sometimes I just ditch them altogether. Usually I just... My sweatshirt is doing weird things. I don't need you to talk about it. Okay. Number 4. Is everything focusing? Let me know. They all come with this matte backing. You can take it off if you want to put it in a floating frame. But I went ahead and just taped it on very lightly. Very lightly. Number 5. Number 5. But this way it'll fit into any 8x10 frame you have. Number 5. I need to put my hair back up. I wanted to see what a bun would look like in this. Let's see. Or maybe a high pony. Want to do a high pony? I kind of still want to see what a bun looks like. I mean, I don't do real buns. I just do... Okay. I get distracted by all the fabric. Usually I do more with that bun. I'll see what a pony looks like. Oh my god. This is wild. This is silly. I feel like I didn't mean to do a side ponytail. 80s vibes. I have a very distinct memory. This is fun. Okay, let me see. I have a distinct memory of my aunt. Shout out to Aunt Lynn. Let's go on to number 6. It's when we were moving into our house, and for some reason I was in the car with her. We were going somewhere because my whole family was helping me. See, this one, I don't like the leaves as much, so we're gonna go down on that a little bit. Was it the same amount of work though? Yeah, very similar. But you know what? Vibes are weird. Okay. Anyways, I was with my aunt and my cousin at the time was in high school, her daughter, my cousin, and I thought she was like the coolest ever in the world. And Lynn was doing my hair. I gotta change this. This is silly. Lynn was doing my hair and she was like, oh, because my cousin was also a cheerleader maybe? Maybe I made that up, I don't know. And they did side ponytails. And so that's when she introduced me to a side ponytail. And so she did my hair in a side ponytail. And that was my new hairdo forever. Obviously not forever. Haven't done one in a while. But I just remember that so vividly because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just like my cousin. And we're just so cool together with our side ponytails. My hair gets lost. I can't, it gets confusing. Number 7. And as you can see, these are still the same. They sure are, but in the next one, we get into some lemons. I haven't drawn lemons in forever, but I have this painting. The first time I ever painted lemons, I had this big painting, and I kept it because I was so in love with it at the time. I was like, I could never get rid of this. I feel like I could now. I still love it, but then also it lives in my bathroom, so. Anyways, I haven't drawn those in a while and I just randomly wanted to. This is a number 9. Love with the pink. Number 10. Cute. And then we get into number 11, which is the smaller. This is the smaller Pride and Prejudice pages, as you can see. Strawberries. I am going to take that down a notch because that's the first strawberry one I did, and I had never done strawberries with pastels. And for some reason, added purple to them. Don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I kind of stand by it. I kind of don't. I mean, if I didn't stand by it, I wouldn't have listed it. But also, I am like, what are you doing there? Number 12. Love the yellow thrown in. And this is me looking at old paintings because I was like, when I want to draw something again that I've drawn before, or I'm like, oh yeah, I used that color palette and I really liked it. I forgot I need to look here. Dang it. Anyways, I did a color palette, which I also did a color palette with these colors where I threw in like that yellow color with the strawberries, and I did a light green background. It was so pretty. I got a memory of that on Instagram recently. Okay, that's 12. 13. There she's from afar. This one I actually tried something new, and I did marker as the blob color for the flowers, and then I outlined in pastels, and that was interesting. It was. And I had cute little yellow flowers to it. Yep. Then we have number 14. This is where I was trying some new colors with, and I wanted to try new, I know you can't really see, I feel like it looks like just dark blobs on there, but I used glitter. Okay, well here's what happened. I used black outlining, and then I used these new glitter pens I got, and it's like silver glitter over that. It's really pretty. But I love the dark tones. What are we on? 15. And then these next few are the same thing. I added little tiny flowers in there too. Tell me the end of the story. Is my hair distracting you? Oh, wow. Oh, nice. These will probably be the cheapest because I was kind of experimenting with pens and I couldn't figure out what I liked. 17, and yeah, a bunch of these range also. Most of the book pages are like 45 to 50. And then some of them are like 35, 40. I buy the books secondhand. I also individually rip out every single page. And then I have to rip out the glue sometimes off some of them. And I have to be careful because I don't want them to rip poorly, so you have to like, anyways. So that's added time. Because I think a lot of the times if it's like paper, I know people are used to getting canvases from me, and I feel like people like canvases more. I mean, the book paper is special, and that's different. But when I do paper and other stuff, okay. Blah, blah, blah. It just depends on what it is, and sometimes the paper ones, it's like just because it's paper doesn't mean there more time wasn't put into it, I guess. But I know I like, people also like canvases, I think, because you can just set them on their own and not have to find a frame. But I honestly, I like finding frames that match stuff. And I've got to where I like collecting them, and then so when I get something new, I'm like, let me pick and see where you need to go. Okay, this is 19. We're still in the same colors. I did silver paint pen on this, which is fun. I do not do silver pen often. Number 20. This is all marker, and I did a darker version of each color for the outlining, which is always fun. Cute. We're back to the bigger sizes. Let me think. Alright, thinking has been thought, and we have moved on. Okay. 21. 21. Got some nice purples. Purpley blue. I'm so blue. Also, I need to stop talking about other things. Also, I did gold paint pen with this one. Fun. I did the centers white too, because sometimes things get lost in the gold. 23. Love these colors. I did the teal leaves. Oh, there's pencil on this too. So I outlined it in marker, and then I went over it with a dark brown colored pencil. And nice. 24. My go-to color palette with these, I love. But usually my go-to with these colors is to outline in color pencil, and I did it with, it looks like a really dark brown marker, which I still love. See, I'm changing some of these, so 25. What's funnier than 24? 25. She fills up the whole page. Wow. Sometimes I leave a little on the top, and I've gotten to where if there's a quote I like, I leave that open. But those are hard to come by, because no idea what I was talking about. I got distracted. Number 26. Cute. 26. Chapter 7. Sir William stands only stayed? That's not how you spell stayed. What? What? Wait a minute. Stayed? Is that a... That's not... Is that how they spelled stayed back in their day? Sir William stayed only a week, and it's spelled S-T-A-I-D. Fascinating. Okay. Did I show you that? Or I forgot. Moving back to what we're doing. 26. 27. We're onto this marker and brown color pencil combo. That's my favorite with the little yellow flowers. Love her so much. 28. Ooh, all colored pencil. I don't do that a lot, but she's fun. And with each medium, I have to figure out, like, I've never done strawberry. Well, I did strawberries in my notebook one time. I mean, sketchbook with all color pencil, but like I have to adjust. I'm like, oh wait. I gotta figure out how to blend all these. 29. Ooh, we're into the big pages. Garden. These are just from the gardening book pages. And then, another thing I've discovered with these is to do a bouquet. You know what? Sometimes I just don't think of things. Sometimes I just, oh wait, I'm not focusing. Focus. That was 30, so now we're on to 31. And back to me painting the same thing over and over. Sometimes I do get in a, I guess, not a rut, but like I guess I get too comfortable and I just really do the same thing, and I'm like, okay, you could be, maybe leave some, well, see, I left some fun space over here, but sometimes I just fill the whole entire space. Or my go-to is to do something in the center for canvases, my mini canvases, do something in the center, and then just like, not, you know, just do a little like burst of flowers and not leave it all open. But when I think of doing like random things like that, like, oh, a fun bouquet, I'm like, yeah, exciting, cool. I seem to do that a lot with these, actually. I did it with this one too. 32. I love that one. 33. This one is on a shinier book page, and I did marker and color pencil, and the color pencil is lighter on this, so I went back a little bit with the marker. 33. 34. This one is all marker, which is a different look. But my favorite is the marker and the color pencil. 34, 35. Oh, we've entered a new color palette. Woohoo! This is the Alice in Wonderland book page. Is it focused? I can't tell. Is it? Is it? I feel like it may not be. And I actually am almost out of these. 37. So fun. And most of these are bouquets, because that's after I discovered. This is all marker, and I just did a darker version of marker on each one. 38. Marker and color pencil. I love. 39. She's so cute and the same as the one before, but not, slightly different instead. The scowl. Do I hate her? I hate her a little bit. It's watercolor, and I tried to add gold paint pen, but then I don't know what I was. Okay. I'm just gonna. What is that? 40. I'm gonna mark her down a lot. 41. Watercolor and color pencil. I don't do watercolor a lot because the paper doesn't always hold it great, but I flattened those. 42 is all marker, but the centers, I've also been loving doing the centers all black or brown. Okay, 44 is watercolor and color pencil. She's cute. Got all of those. Now let's get the next batch. All right, this is 45 through 77. Good grief. 45 is a big garden page. It's a bouquet, and it's all marker. She's colorful, she's fun, she's beautiful, she's great. Ooh, fun colors. Sometimes I'm like, let me just pick some random colors and go for it. And I did. And 47, our classic combo in a bouquet on a garden page. Ooh, We're getting into the mushroom section. All the rest of these are mushrooms, I'm pretty sure. And I love that for us. Hey, can you shut up out there? Random car. Thank you. La la la. These are on a whole different Pride and Prejudice book, but they're closer to the size of the bigger Pride and Prejudice pages. And I love them very much. This is the one... I thought about keeping this because I just love this part where he said, oh no, this one is a different one than I thought. Did I take a picture of this one? I should have. I cannot fix on the hour or the spot or the look or the words which laid the foundation. It is too long ago. I was in the middle before I knew I had begun. Whoa! Ah! My manners, my behavior to you was at least always bordering on the uncivil, and I never spoke to you without rather wishing to give you pain. Not... I can't read. Now be sincere. Did you admire me for my impertinence? For the liveliness of your mind, I did. Let me take a picture of that one. Why didn't I take a picture of that one? Okay. It is done. Oh, I lost my spot. Loser. Did I show it to you? Look at the little mushrooms. Aww. Like I'm reading you a book. And then... 48. Did I ever double check it? Okay. 49. 49. All of these are gonna have the same design, so I'm gonna warn you there. But they're all special in their own way. This one is, let's read this one together. In vain I have struggled. It will not do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell me... Sorry. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you. Exactly. Yeah. 49. 50. Okay, let's look at it. This is my favorite one, the way it frames. I just love, this is my, also a new thing I've discovered is doing bendy stems of the flowers. Love it. And this is, if you will thank me, he replied, let it be for yourself alone, that the wish of giving happiness to you might have forced the other inducements which led me on. I shall not attempt to deny. But your family owe me nothing. Much as I respect them, I believe I thought only of you. Boop. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did. And the next one, 51. I didn't leave anything open. It's just vibes. Chapter 11, if you will. Or is that 2? This one, I did leave open because it's chapter 1. It is a truth. Okay, let's start over. It is a truth Let's start over again. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of good fortune must be in want of a wife. It's a truth universally acknowledged. Actually, let me put that in my Instagram story for those who care. Everybody say hi to YouTube. But I wanted to share with you that if you want the quote ones where I leave it open, I hope to do more of these, but it's questionable because I wanted to share with you that if you want I have to immediately watch it back every time. Sorry. We're into the Fellowship of the Ring territory, and this is what started the mushrooms because also these are smaller pages. It's a little book I found in Goodwill, and it is marker and color pencil with my favorite color combo, and then I threw in the mushrooms at the bottom, and that was my go-to. That's my favorite. Like, I love the stems and the little mushrooms at the bottom with the little grass, and then it says Fellowship of the Ring right there. And in some of them, which we'll get to, also let's look at the pricing on that. Okay, let me consider this, please. Wait for a moment. Okay, I've considered, and we're moving on. 54, please. So I was doing them just like all scattered in, you know, like just flowers everywhere, leaves everywhere, and just mushrooms thrown in, but then I had the idea to do them like on the ground with the stems rising from the ground as well. But this is one where I didn't. This one I added gold to, which is fun. Can't really see because of the plastic. Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings. And I kind of played with like, so here's what I did. I looked up a color palette. I was like, Lord of the Rings. I don't really do this with Pride and Prejudice. I kind of do whatever I want on those, but I feel like I started doing them with like soft pinks and like, you know, like romantic blah 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 colors and vibes. So with the Lord of the Rings, I was like, okay, how can I make this go with this, but also like not. So I looked up a color palette and I did these. I was already doing earthy tones anyways, but I did even more so and added in more reddish browns. And then I thought of little mushrooms, because in some of the pictures with the color palettes, you know, it was like forest and I haven't drawn mushrooms in forever, and I was having the time of my life. I did all these like let's see, like 48 through 48 through like 72, however many that is, possibly more. What all the mushroom ones I did in like last weekend. I did like Saturday and Sunday in the afternoon. I was like, wow, I'm really getting a lot done. I am, but I was so inspired, and I was like, I should maybe stop so that I don't burn out. But I was like, I can't. I gotta take advantage of this until we move on to the next thing. I am already on the next thing. We'll probably come back. We always do. But for now, this is all we got. And it's a bunch though. Proud of myself. I'm gonna quit checking these because I feel like they're fine. And these are all the same, so I would have kept them the same, and I'm good with the price that they are. There they are. I did little... ooh, there's a blue. Fun. I think that's the first one I did, because I found a color palette that had like teals and stuff. Actually, that's not the first one I did. I have another one I did. Like teals and golds. But then I saw another one that went the more like earthy forest route, and I was like, that's the route I want to go. Let's go on a little adventure in the forest. And go get to the ring. And find Gollum in the cave. And run away. I think I said this in another video I was doing, but I don't know if I haven't edited it. I don't know if I'm gonna ever post it, but we read these in high school. And I remember not reading it. I remember reading some of it. It's just when you're like, don't make me read something. But I've seen the movies. I don't think I've seen all of them, but I like to randomly rewatch them to have on in the background. I find them comforting and the vibes are great. I mean, they're not great, I guess. But like, kinda. 62, 63, 63, which we read Pride and Prejudice for summer reading one year, so it was still kind of an option because you had different summer reading options. I'd already seen like the movies and stuff of that, and there was also, I actually can't remember. Like, because do y'all remember that? I mean, there's like so many variations of Pride and Prejudice. I've seen the longer, like more accurate version with Colin Firth. But I don't like to rewatch that one. You know which one I do rewatch all the time? The 2005 with Keira Knightley. It just 66. 67. And if people get multiple of these, I will combine them and put like it in the back. I don't want to, especially with the pastels, but I also just don't like layering on top of the originals, so I like to keep them separate, but if I can combine some of them, I do. But I'll probably do a packing video, so y'all really get the whole process of this. You saw me making these. I actually didn't do any videos. I did one video of me drawing a mushroom one, but I haven't edited it. Edited is not a fun word to say. And these I did some little strawberry on the Fellowship of the Ring one because we're in the meadow and we're picking some strawberries? I don't know. Cute. And we're back to mushrooms. This one I did darker leaves. And then this is the first one I did because I was doing like a gold and teal theme. And then I thought of doing the other. And now we're back to garden pages. These are, I actually did these before these, but I was waiting for them to dry because I sprayed a sealer on them. And they're so colorful and pretty. Focus. Oil pastels. We love oil pastels. They're so pretty. And they're so fun. 77. Look at this blue. I need to do more blue. It's a little picture moment. History has its eyes on you. And then we have some little babies. We have this one. I need to do more of these because my mom said it looked like cross stitch. I don't know if you can tell. Something about the texture on the paper, or no, it's the texture, yeah. And same with when I do them on canvas, because I did some oil pastels on canvas, which I also need to do more, and I did little minis, and they're so freaking cute. Love it on this paper, though. I did actually, it's acrylic background. Eyes on you. Hey, and I'm now selling these. Yay! Woohoo! Woo! Okay. They've been sitting around for a while, and I love them dearly. 80. Need to do more colors like this, don't I? Don't I? Yep, I do. 81. Ooh. And then we have some handmade paper. I want to make more handmade paper. I still have some left over, but I haven't made some in a while, and I enjoy making it. And I also I want to do some more colors. And these are fun. This is also, I wanted to do like a burst of flowers and out from a pit of darkness. That's what that is. That wasn't the intention going in, it just is, it is. It also has a backing sheet, so it fits 5x7 because they're slightly smaller. And there's those, and now we'll get into the canvases. BRB. I'm just gonna bring the whole shelf, if that's okay with you. But everyone be careful, because they will fall. There they go. Here's 85. Does that match up? What is going on? What is happening? Oh, okay, okay. We're right on track, everybody, no worries. 85. I still want to do more like this, but I did smaller versions of that big old creative mess painting, and look how it drips down. Ooh, shiny gold. Pretty. Fun. I was struggling with some of them because it was almost too small. So I like couldn't fit stuff in, but I still think they're fun. I definitely want to do more, like a little, some bigger ones. Not as big as that painting, but shiny, shiny, shiny. And then there's this gal. She's crazy. She's the biggest creative mess I've ever seen. And look at the sides. Ooh, I did the sides. I did the sides. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. And then we get into these. And be careful. They're oil pastels. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I was starting to say before I got distracted, the ones on canvas look like cross stitch, or someone said it looks like it was like knitted because the texture on texture and texture. And I think that's fun. Oh wait, it goes like this. Ooh! Love how it pops on that background. Love these colors. My nose is itching. And this one, I did a fun little side. Oh, my arm hurts. I don't love painting the sides a different color after the fact. I love how it looks, but it stresses me out. because you have to get a straight line, and it's never really straight. This one is a 5x5. This is number 92. 92. This is just my go-to color palette, you know? I just love it. I love it on this dark background so much. And then we have a cutie little purple one. I also have a, let me go get it. Ooh. History has it. Why is that in my head? I also have this blue one that, focus, focus, focus. Woo! Look at that blue. I had to fix the sides of it, and it appears they are fixed. Yay! So now I can take a picture of that, and that will be number 94. The last one on the roster. I wanted to throw in some of those bigger canvases, but that first one wasn't fixed. I thought I fixed it and I didn't, so I'm just gonna go with this and then figure that out later. Okay. History has its eyes on. No worries. She has been rescued. She's okay. Hey, that's a cute little picture. Okay. I hope that was kind of fun, or if that worked at all. If it didn't, then oh well. If it did, then yay. I am looking at the lens, I just remembered. Okay, maybe I can get this posted for tomorrow, probably not. I probably shouldn't. That would be good for my mental health. But I might, because I don't listen to my mind or body. Just kidding, I do sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Anyways. Ow, my feet hurt. Oh, what did I price those as? Yep, okay, I agree with that decision. Past me. Who's that? Oh. Okay, this has been fun. Let's go. I mean, I'm gonna go. I don't know where you're gonna go. Okay, bye.